Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's video will be a bit different. Primarily because this video is a result of a very strong feeling that I got last night that I needed to come on and make a video. And typically these days when I make my videos, I try to do so just on impulse. So if I get the sense of some sort of information, some sort of tips or recommendations that I want to offer to everyone, I just go and make the video. I don't think about it too much. I just make it, right? But this is a little bit different because I just got the sense that I need to make a video. I don't know exactly what it's going to be about and exactly what's going to come through today. I have an idea. I feel like something wants to come through today that is related to the collective awakening process. Okay, so a lot of my work these days has been more so about promoting collective awakening in the sense where it's less about one-to-one sessions, less about paid events, even on a donation basis. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do that anymore. I might still do that. I don't want to, discount anything as far as what I could be bringing through, because you never know. But I do feel called to share more and talk more just on a very open basis, because I just get the very strong sense that this information, this energy, needs to be accessible, like as accessible as possible. So not requiring any form of payment, just talking, just sharing what is in my heart, what it is that I'm passionate about, and what it is that I feel is important to share right now. So, but I do feel that it's a transmission. We'll see what happens. Okay. I'm trusting in the flow and I'm going with it, trying my best not to, figure things out. As you could see, my setup is a little different. I'm actually using my ring light because the apartment that we're in, that we've been in for the past few months, is in a location that doesn't have a lot of direct sunlight. And also it's getting dark earlier. And the lighting in here is absolutely terrible. So, this is why things look very uniform in terms of the light, is because I'm using a ring light. So, yeah, just letting you know. But I think I'm like trying to see how I want to go about this. Like, do I want to start with just a check-in, a casual conversation first? I think so. And then I can move into whatever the transmission is, because I don't even know what it is. I just know that everyone needs it. But let's check in first, because things have been absolutely crazy with the recent solar eclipse that we had. Sun in Leo, Libra. Sun in Libra, moon in Libra, right? Crazy. Now, personally, I have a Libra moon, so this one hit me very hard, especially considering that we had the solar eclipse, Libra new moon, right? And then what sign comes after Libra? The Scorpio. So we had the Libra moon, and then we had the Scorpio moon afterwards, which for me is my opposite. It's my solar opposite. So yeah, it seems like with eclipses, they tend to cause a lot of fatigue, and is like after an eclipse is very tiring, and you just feel out of it. I felt out of it. But the thing is that for me, Scorpio does that to me anyway. During a Scorpio moon or Scorpio season, I find that I have to be very mindful of how much energy I'm expending. So I have to be careful that I'm not doing too much, that I'm not giving too much of my energy to anything. So it's really a time to just rest and reflect, feel into any emotions that are coming up and deal with them, through whatever modalities, through journaling, sometimes artistic expression, depends on what's going on. And like I said, solar eclipses will do that anyway. So for me, it was like a double whammy to have a post-solar eclipse fatigue period, and then also have a moon in Scorpio, which also causes fatigue for me. So I was just absolutely out of it. And with all the emotions that came up during that eclipse, it was like ridiculous. Absolutely necessary. I'm not taking that away from it, but no one really enjoys going through this. You know, it's a part of life. It's a part of the process of life. So we move through it as best as we can and as optimistically as we can while acknowledging what's happening. But I personally don't enjoy it. So I'm just being honest. And one thing I'll say too is where I'm at, I don't have the ability to take salt baths. And we've been here for several months. And that's been hard for me. And I was having a hard time dealing with all the emotional stuff coming up because I was not able to take a salt bath. But I'm going to give you a recommendation because of from this story. So what I ended up doing was actually putting on ocean sounds. So like ocean waves. And that helped so much. Like I actually did that last night, this morning. And it really helped. And it also helped me to see how it's very, very important to do some level of emotional clearing with the water element, because if not, those emotions can really get trapped in your body. So I felt pressure building in parts of my body and then that pressure releasing. So I'm like, holy moly, I had a lot of stuff that was just building up in my body because I wasn't able to release it the way I'm typically able to release it through the water element. So that was absolutely helpful. So if you find that you're ever in a situation where you cannot take a salt bath to help you release on an emotional level, put on ocean waves, like ocean sounds, and listen to that for as long as you feel, and try to do it in such a way where maybe it's at nighttime before you go to sleep, or if you wake up really early in the morning and you can't get back to sleep, put on the ocean waves and allow them to kind of put you to sleep. That way you're in a relaxed state to allow whatever emotions that need to come up and be jostled around so you can experience them, allow that to happen, right? So yeah, but I mean, overall the eclipse was good because I definitely feel a great internal shift has happened, like a really big one. So I mean, I'm still in the process of working through some of these things. If you're, used to this process of emotional release, when you release something and you move past a certain mindset or a certain way of thinking and being, it could be a little uncomfortable because you're vulnerable, So for me personally, that could cause a bit of anxiety, right? So I start to feel, much more sensitive, much more nervous. It's hard for me to kind of like little things kind of like cause me to, get, anxious. So I have to be mindful of just kind of taking care of myself in that regard, spending a lot of time in nature, as I always do, get some fresh air, grounding, yoga, stretching, all that stuff that kind of really grounds you and helps you to feel safe and just kind of soothes your nervous system, right? All right, so I hope you're all doing well. If this goes well and I feel guided to do it again, I will do it live next time. I really like the interaction and talking with you all about the check-ins, when I do these kinds of check-ins. So next time I will try to do this live. But like I said, this was a spur of the moment thing. I just wanted to do it because it just feels like it needs to be done. All right, so let's see. And if you hear noise, that's my guinea pigs drinking water. Just so you know, they're kind of loud. So there's some stuff that wants to come through. Let's see what it is. I already did my preparation beforehand to shield, to ground, to align. So I'm prepared. Alrighty. Let's do this together. Let's just get relaxed, just in case it's a mix of a transmission and messages. So just sit with me, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. All right, inhaling through the nose, allowing the rib cage to expand, the chest to expand, and exhaling out through the mouth. All right, inhaling in through the nose, and exhaling out through the mouth. One more time, inhaling through the nose, into the belly, and out through the mouth. Now just focus on the breath. You don't have to take really deep breaths unless you really want to. So, what seems to want to come through is interesting. It's something that I personally have not brought through before, but we'll see what happens. It came through as an impression last night. It's this energy of the star ancestor, but under the name of the Kachina. Now, I've talked about the Kachina in my group sessions, but I do not believe that I've talked about them live, in public videos. So I want to see what happens. Now, I'm feeling personally some stimulation in the root chakra. And then this energy moving up through the spine, like really fast. There wasn't even a delay. Moving up through the spine, all the way up to the top of the head. All right, so right now it feels like primarily a transmission. So I'm feeling some energy around the root to help with grounding, but I'm also seeing some energy around the third eye. Now, what I'm being shown as part of this transmission is relaxation. Just allowing yourself to be relaxed, not just during this transmission, but overall. Relaxation feels really important right now. Relaxing your mind. So not allowing yourself to become too bogged down by your thoughts. There also feels to be some healing happening when it comes to family. But family, so some of this is healing family patterns. Some of it, though, is reuniting with soul family and understanding that you have family, even if they're not blood related to you. So there's some energy flowing through. I'm not really getting too much more impressions about it, but I do feel like the energy is trying to move out through the mouth and through the ears. So the throat chakra feels very important. Open and clear communication. what I would like to do, and I'm a little bit embarrassed, but I will do it for you guys, is I do feel guided to kind of tone a bit. Now, I can't do it super duper loud because we're in an apartment, but if you are able to do it as loud as possible, then you do it. Like with toning, try to do it in such a way where it really enters the body and doesn't stay stuck up here, like in the throat and the chest. All right, so let's try that. Let's try that together. Inhale. Okay. So the toning is really good for harmonizing the vibrations of your body, your energy centers. So as we were toning, I'm not sure if you felt it, but there was a lot of third eye activity with that. And there's also a stronger sense of feeling grounded. Now, I also feel like I'm getting a bit warm, personally. Maybe it's the ring light, but I feel like I'm getting a bit warm. So there is a gentle energy flowing through the physical eyes. You might not remember me explaining this, but when we have energy flowing through the energetic channels through the physical eyes, this helps to open up our perception of the physical world. So when we look at a tree, if the channels behind our eyes are nice and open, we no longer just see a physical tree. We see the energy of the tree. We may not physically see the energy, but we're able to perceive that energy. So opening up the channels behind the eyes helps to open up your perception of the physical world. So you have a wider, more expansive view of it. And therefore, that opens up your relationship to it. So I'm feeling some energy around the belly. Feeling some energy moving around there. And we'll see what the intention of that is. It doesn't feel to be exactly the solar plexus. It's a little bit further down, going more so towards the sacral, but it's like in between in a way. What this energy is promoting in this area is more flexibility. Okay, so more flexibility, allowing you to move outside of your comfort zone. But what I'm seeing is it's not just that either. It's like it's opening up your mental faculties in the sense where you're not restricted by them. So you let the mind be the mind, but you allow yourself to open up to other possibilities. So it's like almost like you're not so stuck on what should happen or what needs to happen. Or honestly, any beliefs that might be trapping you or keeping you from expanding. So I feel like the healing energy flowing in right now is assisting in opening up your flexibility through the belly area. And this will also help to ground you a bit more too. There's a lot of power that Spirit is helping to bring forth, like just helping you to reconnect in this area, in your belly. And now there's two areas that are kind of going at the same time. So you have the belly, and then we have the heart here, but the higher heart. Higher heart, I'm seeing the temples also, the ear chakras. So there's a lot of things that are actually being opened up at the same time. Third eye, the nose, the sinuses, the mouth. So all of this opening to assist in the process of letting go and releasing anything that's heavy or dense. So you can get started on what's important. That's a point that I feel like is being made right now. So releasing anything heavy so you can get started on what's important, like things that are integral to your vocation or your calling. What is it that you feel called to do? And what is it that's holding you back from going after that? Because what it feels like to me is it's time to go. It's time to take action. It's time to implement those action steps. It's time. So anything that's kind of weighing you down at this point is kind of delaying you. So Spirit, our spirit team, is really helping to get the energy moving through the body to just, support this process of letting go of the heaviness so you can move forward. Knowing that it's safe for you to move forward. Yeah. So they're saying it's time to leave your old life behind, leave your past behind. I mean, that seems to have been the theme for several years now. But this feels like such a big shift in that direction. Just really walking away and leaving that, close the door and don't look back. Some of this, though, this walking away feels like it's like walking away from the old you. It's like walking away from those aspects of yourself that are wounded, wounded layers of the inner child, things that kept you safe, when really what they were doing was kind of keeping you from expanding further and really embracing and fully taking on the fullness of who you are and experiencing that and sharing that with others, with the world. So it's time to spread your wings. Time to take off. And this will require some trust because it is a bit of a leap of faith, because you may not know what's going to happen. So you're being asked to have an immense amount of trust right now. And I say that lightly because I know it's hard. It's not an easy thing. And I feel like I want to say I'm sorry, because trusting, letting go is definitely a learning curve. And I completely understand because I'm in it. But it's time to let go. There's also this sense of, now it could be symbolic or it could be literal, like moving house. Your home can be seen as you. Like, you are your home. Home is where the heart is. So this almost feels like moving to a new home, but it's like a new location within yourself. So you're no longer where you were before. So allow yourself to set up house in this new self. I feel like I want to put my hands in prayer position, so I'm going to do that. So release, relax, and let go. We have the goddess Bree with us. I know a lot of people pronounce her name Brigid or Bridget, but I've heard people pronounce it Bree too, because it's a Celtic name, I think. But we have her energy coming through as well. And she comes through with an immense fire that she's igniting from within inside all of you. So she wants to encourage you to stand strong in what you believe and who you are. So don't, she comes through as being very firm and very like no nonsense. Like, don't allow people to make you feel bad about who you are, what you're doing, what your passions are. So I allow all of you to feel this immense fire, determination, passion, and self-assuredness that she's bringing through for everyone. Don't back down. This is very important for you to understand. And she's like kind of going to the back and like pushing everyone forward, like time to step out and just be confident and have courage and faith in who you are. Don't let anyone cause you to doubt that, because you have the spirit of the divine God within you and the goddess. That's within each and every one of you. So don't forget that. So let's go. Let's go. Time to get it moving. I want to say all is well. All is well. You have so much support around you at this time. So much support, so much love. Even if you can't see them, they're always reaching out to let you know that they're there. So pay attention to the signs. Your ancestors are supporting you, especially if you're working on healing any ancestral wounds. They're helping you with that as well. I feel like I want to do some kind of hand movements to help with the energy flow here. So I'm going to do that. Oh, felt it. It's a fly. So I'm just working the energy a bit. Moving through some emotional clouds here, especially in the midsection, as well as grounding you, because sometimes your emotions can make you ungrounded. So working through that. Continue to breathe as I do this. Well, the message I get is don't be scared. Don't be scared. Everything's going to be fine. I do feel like some of you are scared, and I understand. Some people might be scared of what's to come. They don't know. Because you're not always given the full picture. You're given little step-by-step pieces, little breadcrumbs. That's okay. We're by your side. We're by your side and helping you. So working on the heart a little bit now. And all is well. So I'm seeing the full plethora of all kinds of energy beings. Yeah, goddesses and star beings and angels. They're all there. Your ancestors, all there. For some of you, this is like a big, turning of the page for you. For some of you, this is a big, you're really crossing a threshold. And they know that this can be scary. But trust and know that everything will be okay. I feel like we have a bit of the Arcturian energy coming through as well to support this. Interesting. You're going into really subtle layers of the energy field. They're just, I feel like what it is they're helping you to reconnect to the fundamental aspects of who you are beyond, the identity, beyond what even beyond your calling, just who are you on a fundamental, level as a being made of starlight and cosmic stuff. This is great. It feels like they're working on your blueprint a bit, which is great. You may feel this as they work on your blueprint. You may feel this in the root chakra too, a little bit. That tends to happen. Ooh, goodness, my heart. We have the energy of Lyra coming in. Really giving everyone a boost here. Lyra feels to be activating certain portions of your DNA coding. That's wonderful. Sirius, wow, we have all these, I'm telling you, like I said, all different kinds of spirit beings coming in to help you all. Sirius too. And this feels a little bit more palpable in the physicality. They're just helping everyone to tap into, if you resonate with this, these portions of your soul blueprint. Helping you to awaken these different aspects. Let me just give you a little energetic boost in these areas. You may need it. And I see all these strands of light moving up through the center and going all the way up to, through the top of the head up to the sky. I just heard you are worthy. And that's a beautiful message. All right, so there's a lot that's processing right now. Hard for me to describe it, honestly. But all of it's being grounded. Like I said, these are fundamental strands of light that are being turned on, or depending for you, if you've already been having strong experiences with it, giving a boost in that area or an upgrade in these areas for you. For some people, it's time to awaken these parts. It's time to awaken. And it's time to remember. Some of you may experience some like telepathic contact or contact through meditation, visions. I get chills with that. So you may feel more strongly your star family and your spirit team from maybe some that I mentioned here, maybe some that I didn't mention here. Whatever is relevant to you, some of you will experience a stronger connection with them. So they may reach out to you more. So keep your eyes peeled, all three, for that. So it's time for many of you to return to the themes that are connected to your home star, your home worlds, your home galaxies, all these things. It's time for you to return back to these energies and how they're expressing themselves through you. Each one carries qualities. So how is that expressing itself through you? They're helping you to remember that. And it may not be, usually it isn't, it's usually not a linear memory. A lot of times it's just a knowing, a feeling of just that one day you're one way and the next day you're embodying something like a new skill or ability. I don't even like those terms. I feel like that doesn't really describe it. It's much more physical of an experience. So don't overthink this process. Just allow yourself to live it. Yep. So they turned the switch on for many of you. So be open to how this manifests for you. All right. Thank you so much to all the energies that have worked with us today and brought through these energies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to call our energies back into the present moment, calling our spirits back, our awareness back into the present moment. So you can see in all directions around you, your energy returning to you, and you just snuggling back down into your body, grounding down into your body. I'm just going to seal up your energy field. Okay. And on the count of 1, you open your eyes and return to the room. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. All right. That went much longer than I thought it was going to. But that was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. All the stuff that they brought through today. So thank you all so much for tuning into this, I guess, transmission. It was a galactic cosmic transmission. So again, I have to see. I don't know if I want to do this every week or once a month or twice a month. We'll see, but I definitely feel called to do this more, to offer more transmissions to help you all, get the energy that you need, to support your evolution and your awakening. So, one thing I want to say before I leave, there's an event coming up, 5-day event with Nikki Manavi. It's called the Cosmic Soul Alliance. It's 5 days. I will be a speaker on this event on October 23rd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put the link to sign up in the bio, but it's a free event, okay? So you can participate for free or you can watch for free, and it'll be great. Nikki is really skilled and talented and just a beautiful soul. So I hope to have you all there. And I wanted to say that at the beginning, but I forgot. So I'll put the link in the description so you can sign up. All right? So sending you all so much love and take care. Bye-bye.